Hey everybody, about halfway through September and there have been some fun indie games released on the Nintendo Switch. And as I've been doing for the last couple of months, I got 5 interesting indies that you should check out. Obviously, this is a biased list, but I think you will like these games too. Always love talking indies, so without any further ado, let's get into it. First up, I have Mythforce, developed by Beamdom and published by Asper Publishing. Inspired by the beloved Saturday morning cartoons, Mythforce unites swords and sorcery with gripping first-person combat in a new roguelike adventure. Become a cartoon hero in a Saturday morning cartoon fantasy world. Scratch that nostalgic itch with some wholesome fun that's easy to pick up and play, but tough to master. In true roguelike fashion, each time you're defeated, you'll have to start over at the beginning, but every playthrough makes you a little stronger. Level up as you explore the dungeon, uncovering magical artifacts and upgrades to make you say, "I have the power." When this was announced back in the Summum Direct, I was really intrigued, and as a child of the 80s and 90s growing up with the likes of He-Man and Thundercats, I love this aesthetic. And as a lover of roguelikes, it's great that a game like this has a good game loop to keep you in the world. And this released on September the 12th for $29.99, and the reviews are a little bit mixed on it. It seems like there are some issues from not the best tutorial, some bugs in the combat, and the rooms not being as satisfying. I haven't played it yet myself, and so I can't speak to my experience, but I do want to check it out at some point. But let me know in the comments if you've played Mythforce. Next up I got is Thunder Ray, developed and published by Purple Tree. Get ready for the ultimate arcade boxing retro-like experience in a game brimming with blood and violence. Step into the ring and experience the adrenaline-pumping action of our retro arcade boxing game, but with a modern twist. Get ready to throw jabs, hooks, and uppercuts as you face off against a roster of colorful and eccentric opponents. The game features meticulously crafted HD animations, bringing each character to life with stunning detail and fluid movements. It's basically Punch-Out in space. That's pretty much what it was. That's your inspiration right there. But what's wrong with that? Since we don't really have another true entry in the Punch-Out franchise, Purple Tree has stepped up and provided us with the fix that we need. This has an impressive amount of style and animations in the combat. It's not the longest game. I heard it's about 8 combatants in total, but it's good for those looking for that quick boxing fix. Thunder Ray was released on September the 14th for the great price of $14.99. It's actually on sale at the time of this recording, but it may be back up full price, but still great price nonetheless. Now, if you watched my previous video about upcoming Metroidvanias, I did talk about Summum Aeterna, which was developed and published by Eternum Game Studios, and it is a roguelike game that combines world crawler mechanics never seen before in the genre, with a fast-paced combat and a unique 2D art style. Taking the role of the King of Darkness, a mighty, powerful, and badass warlord condemned to eternal life, you'll explore uncharted worlds populated with treasures, traps, hordes of enemies, and powerful bosses. Explore wild territories, descend into the most dangerous depths of Eterna, and fight your way to the end of each world if you can. I guess you could say this is a roguelike Metroidvania, a Roguevania or something like that, but it's definitely in that Metroidvania category. It's kind of a nebulous term, but let me know if you think Metroidvania or not, but I'll stick with it. And at the time of this recording, I haven't seen that much in the way of reviews, but I think it's looking pretty good, but people have looked at this game pretty fondly. It's actually the prequel to a game that came out earlier before that, but this game, Summum Aeterna, came out on September the 14th for $19.99. Next game I got up is Sentry City, developed by Crashable Studios and published by the ever wonderful Flynn's Arcade. And it is a cyberpunk side-scroller with gameplay that is part trial and error and part reaction and time-based shooter. Each level and each section of each level is uniquely designed and not repetitive. It would sit at home with classic 8-bit and 16-bit games, while also at the same time having its own original mechanics and feel. Traverse the city using the motorcycle overworld map, blast and think your way through the levels, destroy the AI brain in each sector, fight through tough bosses to uncover who is behind the city's AI disruption. Now, this isn't the most complex of premises. It's basically a cyberpunk type of platform shooter with a gun, so there are games like that are out there, but Sentry City does look pretty interesting, and I think this is one worth checking out, especially at the low price point of $4.99. It releases on September the 28th, and I will actually be doing a review on this game, so be sure to look forward to that on the day of release. And finally, one of my most anticipated indie games on the Switch this year, we've got Cocoon, developed by Geometric Interactive and published by Annapurna Interactive. I did talk about this in the last summer showcase that Annapurna Interactive had, and if you missed it, it is from Jeppe Carlson, the lead gameplay designer of Limbo, and inside, Cocoon takes you on an adventure across worlds within worlds, master world-leaping mechanics to unravel the cosmic mystery. Cocoon is a unique take on the puzzle adventure genre, where each world exists within an orb that you carry on your back. Wrap your head around the core mechanic of leaping between worlds and combine, manipulate, and rearrange them to solve intricate puzzles. Interact with alien environments and biomechanical devices left behind by an ancient civilization. Journey through unique and diverse biomes from industrial structures to massive organic caverns and discover how they are connected to one another. I may have mentioned this before, but I think Cocoon is going to be a bit of a sleeper hit this year. This game looks visually stunning, and I really hope it runs well on the Switch. Definitely going to pick it up on day one, and also going to do a review on it just to give you a sense of how this game is on the Switch. Man, there are so many games coming out this year from indie to AAA on the Switch, and I love it. We are eating so good this year. And I've heard this year being described as one of the best years of video games, and I'm inclined to believe them because there is so much to play. We are spoiled for choice for every single console and platform. We got so much that is just keeping our eyeballs full. There's no shortage of games to play, and these are just 5 indies in a vast sea of art that is waiting to be explored and completed. Are there any indies that have caught your eye, perhaps on another platform and not just the Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and while you're down there, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm so close to 100 subs, and it would mean a lot if I got there. I'm really close, and thank you so much for watching. My name is Chike, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.